first time seeing me, welcome to the channel. I'm Allison. I love movies. That's all I have to say. So today I'm going to be watching Beastly, which is a movie that was made in 2001 based off of actually, I don't think it was 2001, correction. So it was based off of this book right here by Alex Flynn. So I actually read this book back in like 5th grade. So I actually never watched the movie. So I never watched the movie. I actually refused to watch the movie, and I always thought the poster looked horrendous. I would make fun of it anytime I could. Yeah, I thought the poster looked horrendous. So, here I am now finally actually watching this movie. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So this is actually coming from someone who's read the book, and I'm going to point out literally any difference I find. And I've heard this movie is really bad, so, here we go. Let the movie begin. Hi, so this is Allison. Almost a week later. So I filmed that video on, let's see. So I filmed that video on August 26th. It is now September 4th when I am now filming this. So what happened, Allison? Why are you now refilming this? Well, you see, what happened was that, you can't actually see the movie from my recording of my reaction. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to explain some of my criticisms in detail, but I'm also going to include some reactions from that original footage. So, let's get on with it. I'm going to show you guys the first clip of which I reacted to. My reaction just explains it all. Here is the clip I'm reacting to. Now here's my reaction. You can definitely tell that I love how you can definitely tell that this is a teen movie. Literally almost every teen movie opening ever. I love that. We're already getting the... Okay, so I think my reaction explains everything for itself.
People get it better. That's just the way it is.
Sir, you're straight up calling people ugly. I mean, he did that in the book, but, Okay, I think my reaction explains everything for itself about that scene. Also, let's talk about a deviation from the source material. So, as I explained in my intro for this video, I have read the book. I read the book back in, like 5th grade, I think. Okay, so let's talk about a deviation from the source material that I mentioned in my reaction in full detail. So, what I say is that I point out the fact that they literally changed Kyle's last name from Kingston to Kingsbury, from Kingsbury to Kingston, which which sounds awkward enough. I don't know. I feel like it sounds so awkward. Kingsbury was the last name in the book, which I find it weird that that was a change they decided to make. Out of all things, they chose to change that. that's just something I cannot comprehend nor understand, why they chose to deviate from the source material in that way. So now let's talk about characters' appearances. So I bring up in a couple of my reactions in that original footage about the way that characters look, and more specifically I talk about Kyle. In his like regular form is mostly the same as he's described in the book. However, it's his cursed form where there's a problem.
Like what? No.
So so here is my reaction right.
Movie, you messed up again! You messed up again!
Okay, so the thing is that I did my makeup to kind of look like that. So here's the thing though. In the book, he is described as a literal beast man. I will put the quote up here. So, as you can tell from the quote, that's definitely not right. And it definitely deviates a lot from the source material. Because it's clear that the author, Alex Flynn, was trying to stay close to the original story of Beauty and the Beast. But as I say in my reaction, I kind of just did this because we get it, Alex Pettifer, we get it. Yeah, we get it we get it. We get it. We get it. I've said that like 40 times now, but why did they want to keep him hot? I guess they still wanted him to still keep him hot, but okay. So now let's talk about deviations from the source material in terms of appearances again. So in my reaction, I talk about quite a bit the fact that Lindy, they changed her appearance quite a bit. So in the book, she's described as having like red hair, like she's described as having like red hair, and she's described as a total 0. If I can find the quote, I'll put it up here. Now we get on, and now this is a problem because it kind of just erases the whole message of the book. So, because they had an opportunity to like potentially make a film about a couple that's like not the most attractive people you've ever seen, and I just think that honestly I would have enjoyed that. But I still just think they had an opportunity and they missed it. Now let's get on to Kendra. So Kendra is also very different. She's not this like goth girl from what I remember. I don't remember her being like too much of a goth girl. Too much. She does have green hair and is described as a chubby girl and not attractive. Now the thing is that in the movie, she has this like black wig, not like the one I'm wearing at the moment. The black wig I'm wearing, I just got this from a Halloween costume a couple years ago. So it does not look like my black wig. It's like much shorter, that she's wearing a black wig at some point in the movie, but like she has like blonde hair. And yeah, that's honestly what I have to say in terms of how the fact that they deviated a lot from the way characters looked. Alright. Here are some more of my hilarious reactions. Actually, let's talk about something else. Cliches.
Every once in a while, you kind of remind me of him.
stupid as if they don't have the same exact voice, the same exact facial structure, they look almost the same. How are you that stupid? Oh my god, how do you not recognize voices? How do you not recognize? He has the same voice.
Okay, as you guys saw from those reactions I just showed you, it's definitely obvious there's a trope at play. The trope, I don't really know what the official name is for this trope, but I'm gonna give it a name. The I can't recognize voices trope. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it throughout the rest of this video. So, the reason I find this annoying is because, are you stupid? Like, I can assume that most people can be able to recognize a voice of somebody that they know. Like, I can assume that. I just find it's weird that in, like, 2 scenes, this girl, like, Lindy, she proves that she's really insanely stupid for not being able to recognize his voice, because as you guys could see from the one clip I showed you, she's like, oh yeah, you kind of remind me of him, as if they don't have the same voice, and look kind of the same. Yeah, that was annoying. Like, extremely annoying, because it's dumb. Like, insanely dumb. And again, a kind of deviation from the source material also comes in this scene as well. So, what happens is that Lindy doesn't even really like him all that much. Like she absolutely hates him. Like, in the book, she doesn't even, like, remotely like him. And, like, even when he's in his, like, regular, even, like, before he became quote-unquote beastly, like, she still didn't like him. She still didn't like him at all. And yeah, she didn't like him. And I don't like it that they try to make it seem like that she thought he was like a nice guy under him being a complete jerk. I don't like that.
And there's also this line.
Self-mutilated tatted Frankenskank who publicly humiliated me and almost cost me the election.
Because doesn't that, like, I don't know, to me at least, it kind of seems like they're ignoring all of his terrible actions. Because this man is not a good person. Like, I don't know really how to explain it.
Okay, so I didn't talk about this when I was actually filming this, so I'm going to talk about it here. So this is me editing right now, so let's talk about stalking. So, yeah, because it's a problem that I see a lot and I want it to stop. So I noticed this in a lot of YA books and a lot of YA films that this tends to happen. So in Beastly, why is this a problem? So this is actually another differentiation from the source material. So in the movie, you have a lot of scenes of Kyle following Lindy around, and this is really creepy. And to quote another YouTuber, which I'm also gonna link some amazing videos about Beastly in the description below to check out some other creators who have made videos about this movie, because they're amazing. So, to quote another YouTuber, I'm not surprised that we didn't get scenes of him collecting bits of her hair. That's quoting YouTuber Crimson Rogue, who made a video about Beastly. So, okay. So here is the other problem. So I kind of also don't like the way that this stalking presents itself to its viewers, because it's clear that this movie is targeted at teenagers, or more specifically young girls. Now, I don't really like the message that honestly sends to its young audience, because it does tell its young audience that that it's perfectly okay to stalk someone that you are interested in romantically. Well, that is not okay to promote that, and yes, you could argue it's fiction. It's not meant to be realistic. People that are younger can take that as realistic and think it's absolutely okay to do this, in which it is not okay. And I just think the stalking in this movie is not okay.
Okay, guys, let's talk about acting. Let's preface this by saying that I am not an acting coach, nor an expert in acting. So I'm obviously not an expert here, but I know something at least about acting. And I can tell you that this acting is, I think most people can agree that the acting in Beastly is terrible. And a lot of my reactions in, a lot of my reactions to the movie do show me talking about how I believe that there is people who have winning performances or dull performances and people that are overacting. So why do I think some people are overacting? So, Alex Pettyfer, the actor who plays Kyle, is obviously overacting. It kind of feels like he's being super intense with his emotions. Like, it's so intense that it doesn't feel genuine. That's more so what overacting is. Being wooden and or dull, which is what Vanessa Hudgens is doing, is where it feels like she's barely giving. It feels like she's barely giving any emotion. So, it feels like she's barely giving any sort of emotion, which is obviously what makes her performance come up as dull. And also, these two have absolutely no chemistry. So, it's kind of hard to make you, to like them as a couple if they have no chemistry. Like, none at all. So, I'm gonna let, actually, I think I might show you guys some of the worst acting I found in this movie. Actually, never mind. Let me just explain it. 'Cause, it's bad. So, in this movie, you basically just have people overacting and being super dull and wooden with their acting, which means that it comes off as laughable. Like, I think I can show you guys a good amount of my reactions where I am straight up laughing at this movie, because I can definitely tell they wanted it to be serious. One scene in particular that I'm thinking about, which is the scene where Kyle deletes his Facebook, very dramatically. Like, I could definitely tell that they wanted that scene to come off as serious, but they fail at it because it's just so stupid because of how serious it's being played off as, which makes absolutely no sense. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about the acting. Let's roll the next clip.
Hunter,
Yeah?
you're a good friend.
Okay. Wait, what's going on? Oh, miss! You just got friend zoned! Talk about being friend zoned! Talk about being friend zoned! Look at this face! Look at this face, people! The face of clear pain of being friend zoned! Oh god. You just got friend zoned hard.
Okay, so I think my reaction of this scene here says enough. So probably like the harshest example I could find of somebody getting I've ever seen of somebody getting friend zoned. Like, that's just Just sad. Okay, and now, let's roll the next clip.
I was being dumb.
Yeah, Hunter.
I just was scared that you didn't
Didn't what?
love me.
Literally the ending of literally every love confession in every teen movie ever.
Okay, so, let's talk about that ending. So, yes, I'm aware of the alternate ending. I have watched it. So, the alternate ending is much more closer to the book's ending. Because it's much more closer to the book's ending, that's why I pretty much prefer the alternate ending, because, this ending is so cliche. Yeah, as you guys just watched, the ending is very cliche, and, like, it's always, like, the I didn't think you would love me type thing. And then they end up kissing in the hallway, and that breaks the spell. And then he goes back to normal, and then they become a couple. And for some reason, she's not mad that she basically fell in love with this, like, dark, like, angst, I don't know how to describe it, but this, like, angsty kind of guy that was not, like, the most attractive person ever, and then she fell in love with this popular boy. Y'all, I cannot make this up. Like, I hate that trope. Like, seriously, if that actually happened, I would actually be, like, extremely mad that I basically got lied to. Because he basically just lied about who he was. And also, side note, guys, his name is, his name is Adrian in the books, not Hunter. I don't know where the name Hunter even came from, but that's ridiculous. Like, seriously, that's ridiculous. Why? Just why did they need to make that change? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm so sorry this video has taken so long. Bye!
Okay, guys, so before I end off this video, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description of this video to purchase the book if you are somewhat interested in this concept and you want to actually see it done well, then I would recommend reading the book. It is a really good book. It's one of my favorite books. So, also, I wanted to say this, I'm also writing my own book, which I will leave a link to my book Instagram, because I have 2 Instagram accounts. This Instagram is for my podcast, Book Talk with Allison Taylor, and I also use this account to review books. So, if you are anywhat interested in my book, and I will explain my book in an Instagram post, what it is about, and how, and update my process while I'm writing. So, bye guys!